know it's a recession and all, man, but you gotta pay your bills, man. It's way too
What's
high.
up, family, and welcome back to our YouTube page. I'm so thrilled that you've decided to join us. We're going to be talking about some good stuff today, so you make sure you're ready. We're going to be talking today about how to grow your following on Instagram from 0 to 10K. And this is something that's doable, so please do me a favor. We're going to dig into this, but make sure you hit the subscribe button because we have some great content that I want you to see. So make sure you subscribe to this page and like it because we're going to show you some things that are going to help you grow. All right, you ready? Let's do it. Okay guys, so let's talk about it. Okay, you probably are watching this because you have an Instagram page and you have a dynamic vision that really needs to be seen. And a lot of times it's not the easiest thing to do to gain followers. And then also have people that are not just random followers, but within your target market. The first thing that I want you to think about is something that's going to be the pretense to everything else that I talk about today. Networking. Now, I know you're looking at me like, oh, I thought you were gonna give me some real tricks on how to grow my following. But you have to understand that in order to grow on a social networking site, you're gonna have to network, okay? And that is going to be how you grow your following. Get out of your mind that you are promoting your brand, you're promoting an event, you're promoting a product, and start to think about you are networking to gain connections. A lot of times we network, but we don't really know how to do it online. I'm gonna give you a tip right now that's gonna help you network better on social media. The first thing that I want to tell you to do is to not be afraid to go in the DMs. It goes down in the DM. Hey, it goes down in the DM. Sometimes you can just go into the DM and introduce yourself and start up a good conversation that does not have to be weird or awkward. I've learned so much about people, and honestly the best supporters that I have of Black Christian influencers is because of connections I've made in the DM. If you're watching this now, I'm pretty sure you probably have heard from me in your DM. Let's do an experiment. If you have contacted me or we have communicated through our page, through the DMs, I want you to say below, I have, because I want you to see how many people we actually target and go to directly in the DM. So don't be afraid to hop in the DMs. It's not going to go down. People aren't going to look at you crazy. They honestly are going to appreciate your attentiveness to their specific needs. So the next tip I'm going to give you is something that you've probably seen, but I'm going to show you the right way to do it. A lot of people probably have already heard that a good way for you to gain exposure is to comment on other influential people's page. Now, we've all seen it done horribly wrong, where the person has commented, hey, if you want to see a cartoon character that I draw and purchase it from me, go to my page. Oh, that's so annoying. Don't do that. That's not what we want you to do. When you comment on people's pages, really be in tune with what they're saying, but also be thoughtful and stand out. There are people who go through the comments and like to read what other people are saying about the topic. Those are people you can reach, and those are people who probably will respond to you quicker because you have already created a relationship around a common theme. So do that more, and I guarantee you, you're going to see better results. So here's another trick that I want you to try. I want you to find other influencers, other people that you can collaborate with. Now, I say this very often when I do my one-on-one calls with our members, but I want you to understand and hear me. Collaboration is going to grow you in so many different ways. One, you're going to learn from somebody else. Two, you're also going to get exposure to someone else's audience. The more you collaborate, the more people see you, especially people that maybe don't know you. And if you have done your job with creating good content and you have something that's meaningful, they're gonna want to follow you and know more about you. So do me a favor, collaborate with people. Doing that will again give people exposure to who you are, and you're gonna gain some great followers along the way. Okay, so we've been giving away some gems. I hope you're taking notes. Another trick that I want to give you is really cool, and a lot of times we don't like to do it because honestly, who likes to pay for ads? But we do ads, and it's honestly beneficial because we have been able to see growth after we post an ad. Probably we've gained at least 100 to 200 followers off of $5 sometimes. And it's something that's so simple. All you have to do is find your most engaging post and then use that post to promote your page. You don't have to have some crazy advertisement that's talking about, hey, follow my page because blah, blah, blah. People don't want to hear that. People just want to see what you do. They want to see why they should follow you. So the best way to gain followers is to actually demonstrate what you do and why they should follow you. So give them a taste of what you do. If you're a motivational speaker, then have a clip of you doing some motivational speaking. If you are someone who sings, then have a clip of you singing, and you'll gain a lot more followers by trying to demonstrate it rather than promote it. But the most important things that I want you to focus on is your lane. Say it with me, say your lane. Okay? Don't try to venture off into other people's areas, because what you do, what your experience has shown you and given you is what people need to hear. A lot of times we underestimate the things that we have to share and offer, but honestly, it's the most valuable thing you have. Find your lane, find what that is relevant about you, and then people will come to you for that specifically. If you are the expert in that area, you're gonna stand out more rather than trying to be so broad and fit everyone else. To give you a little bit more context, you need to make sure that when you do these things, you are consistent with it. None of it will mean anything if you are a person who just randomly starts something and then stops. Guys, I've given you so many tips and I could go into details on all of them, but I wanted to give you a broad spectrum of things that you can try. Use the tips that I've given you, subscribe to this video because we're gonna have more, and I guarantee you, you're gonna grow in everything that you do online, okay? I hope you've enjoyed it.
Man,
I have, and I'm looking forward to seeing you back here again. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, Tone.